What's going on, everybody? Dylan here with Espresso Outlet, and today we're going to be going, or we are going live on the Breville Barista Touch Impress. So this machine has been a machine that I've been reviewing here for a couple weeks now, and I have really enjoyed using this machine. So I just thought maybe we could go on live, just kind of do what I like to do every day, and either whether it's espresso for me or making my wife a latte or her making herself a latte. This machine is definitely super impressive, and I kind of just want to go through the workflow on how I use it. So I definitely recommend any espresso machine that you have at home to get the best quality. Definitely make sure to use fresh beans. So the one that we're using is the Espresso Blend by Good Brothers. Roasting date is October 29th of 2024. So we are going to be using those, and it's super easy. So I do want to go over just this menu really quick here. Let me see if I can get this glare out. Here we go. Okay, so something really cool about this machine is you can actually customize your own drink options. So as you can see, Dylan's latte. I don't drink very many lattes. I actually just made this for the video. But it's really cool because you can choose, and I can kind of make one for you, but you can choose the picture that you have in there and that's programmed. Here I put an Energizer bunny. I just thought that was funny because it's a double shot of espresso. You can do a single shot, you can customize a double shot, a triple shot, a quadruple shot. It's really nice. And then you have the programmable buttons that are already pre-programmed and loaded on the actual machine itself. So we have the espresso, we have a latte, we have a flat white, we have a cappuccino, an Americano, a hot chocolate, a baby chino, a tea, and milk frothing only. So something really cool about all of these. So let's just say like a hot chocolate. If you click that, it'll actually tell you exactly how to make that hot chocolate programmed on the machine. So with the hot chocolate, it says place chocolate powder into a mug and then texture the milk of choice, pour into the mug, mix well, and then top with marshmallows. So I don't know, I just think this is super cool. And you can actually come down here and click on this option down below. So let me zoom in a little bit more. So if I click this, it'll actually bring it up. So you can choose the milk that you're using. So you can either choose whether it's dairy, almond, oat, or soy. Frothing, you can go all the way from 1 all the way up to, I believe, 8. And it shows it up here. It starts, if you look at the picture, it actually brings the froth down or up. I'm going to go on 5 because I have used 4 before, and it's not like it's enough froth to do any kind of latte art. It's kind of thin. So let's just try 5 for today. And you can actually change the temp of the milk as well, which we currently have set at 150, which is my preferred for a milk drink. So we can actually come back out of this, go home. So for example, let's say I want to make a flat white. So grind setting at 15, and then it also shows the filter size, whether you're going to be using a single or a double cup. So we actually have a double, so we can go out of that. You can customize your espresso, whether you have a single, a double espresso. You can do a quadruple espresso, so you're just pretty much timesing it by the 2. Or you can actually go custom and go single, custom, and then double, custom, and then you can make it as much as you want, like a double plus. So let's just say you wanted to do a double. And then if you want to go to milk froth, I was actually starting it there. Here you can go temperature 150, which I like. Let's do froth at 5. And then milk, we have it set to dairy. So we can come out. So now we can actually save this, and then you can enter like a custom name. So we'll just do video for video purposes. Enter. And then you can actually choose which picture that you want for that. So I think that's really cool. I mean, I'm thinking that's like a tea. That's the hot chocolate with marshmallows. I mean, that could be like a flat white or a chocolate drink, espresso. latte, flat white, whatever you want, but let's just do this one. So we'll choose that and enter. So now, as you can see, we have Dylan's Latte, Energizer Bunny, and video. So for the sake of the video, let's just go ahead and use this one. So it's super easy to use, and we're just going to kind of go over exactly how to use the machine. So I'll kind of zoom out here so you can see the full process. If you guys have any questions, I can actually see the chat on this on my computer screen over to the left. I will try to get to any questions that you have. We do have 2 people joining us, so the 2 people who are joining us, thank you so much for tuning into this live. If you're just now joining the video, we are actually showing you a real life live demo on the Barista Touch Impress by Breville. We do sell it on our website. I will link that down, or it actually is already linked in the description, so if you want to check it out. We also have a ton of other equipment as well, but this machine is a thermojet, which means, let's just go ahead and turn this off really quick. Every time you turn it off and turn it on, it gives you a nice little thing. But with a thermojet, there's something really nice, and there's something that you should know. So let's turn it on. 1, 1002, 1003, 1004, 1005, 5 seconds. In 5 seconds, you can actually get this machine heated up to where you can pull a shot. So I can actually pull a shot right now and froth milk, and it's going up to that desired temperature. So super quick. That's the really nice thing about a thermojet. However, this machine's been on for about, let's just say 15 minutes before I turn this on, right? So here's the one thing to know about a thermojet. So with a thermojet, it does not heat your portafilter at all. You can have this machine on, have it turn off, turn it right back on, and for an hour straight, and this does not get hot. So the convenience of a thermojet is that your machine is ready to brew at the optimal setting temperatures right away. The only thing is you're going to want to heat your portafilter, which means no problem. You just have to do some blind shots. So let's just do like espresso, and then you can just tap the espresso button and it'll start to brew water into your portafilter. So here it is dispersing water. You can actually do this a couple times. I'll just lock it in and let that water flow through. Let me lift this up so you can see. Okay, so I like to do this a couple times, so let's just go ahead and do it one more time just for heating up that portafilter. You're gonna wanna make sure that this basket is super nice and hot before brewing. You could brew it, but even a perfect shot could be a little bit under extracted because the portafilter itself is not hot. So there we go, 2 seconds. Doesn't take much time at all, and now your portafilter is really hot. So now you're ready to brew. So the upside, like I said, it's ready to brew right away, and you just have to do 2 blink shots, and you're pretty much ready to go, ready to brew. Portafilter's nice and hot, done. So in less than a minute, you can start brewing, but make sure that you do not skip that step, as that step is super important. All right, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go back to the home, and let's just do the video button that we created. As soon as you put this in, it's got a sensor. It's automatically gonna say that it's in, and then it's gonna have you actually start grinding the coffee. So now you just press this button. I'm not sure how much coffee is in here, but we'll just add some more. Okay, so it already grinded. So now all we have to do is, if we go to tamp, this is the really cool part. So it says the tamp. So sometimes it registers. So you come down, that's saying that it is 20 pounds of pressure, which is what it registers, and it is good to go. So it's got that nice line. It's got the check mark. So now if we go to pull it out, as you can see, the puck is really nice. Let me just go ahead and turn this extra light on so you can see. So as you can see, it's super level, and it filled the portafilter nicely. Sometimes if there's some extra grind, I like to just put it back in there and tamp it again, and then it does an even better job. So just get those grinds out. So now what it's telling us to do is to lock in the portafilter, which we will do. And then we're going to go ahead and pull our shot. So very simple. So let's just go ahead and get our cup from the top. So up here, the cup warmer, it works okay. It's not like the best cup warmer ever, but it does do its job. So let's just go ahead and press this button to brew. Go ahead and lift this up so you can see the shot. And as you can see, this screen over here, just keep notice of that. But we're gonna brew our shot. I have not dialed this in, so it could be a little bit too fine, what you're seeing. And that's okay, because I will also show you how we can work through this with the machine and what it actually does, which is a neat part of this machine. So now let's just come over here and look at this really quick. All right, so obviously this shot was way too long. So it says, brewing was too slow, consider increasing your grind size. So it's super easy to actually go in and change your grind size now that it gives you that recommendation. So you're on grind setting 15. I would say probably 13 would probably be best. So for the sake of the video, let's just go ahead and continue frothing milk. And we can just pour a latte out of this right here. So something I'm going to do is we're going to go ahead and fill up our pitcher. So we're actually going to use the one that comes with the Breville. I like to just fill it to the bottom part of the spout. And then it's got this sensor right here. So you're going to want to make sure that you make sure that the pitcher is on the sensor like that. A little off to the side is what I recommend. Kind of get a close viewing here. And all you have to do is press that button up there just on the pitcher, and now it's going to start adding air. So you're going to hear it sounds like kind of like aeration's going on, paper tearing, and you're going to see this milk start to rise. So right now it's not funneling it, it's not causing that vortex, it's really just adding air. And then once it gets up to the amount of aeration that you chose, which we have 5 out of 8 right now, so foam's getting up there. Now it's starting to incorporate all that microfoam, and you're going to see a vortex start to happen. So this is the really neat part about this machine, is it's actually going to start turning this milk like an actual barista would do using a steam wand without any kind of learning curve. It just does it for you. So right now we're at 113 degrees. It actually gives you the degrees right here. It's rotating that milk. You can actually even like bring it over here a little bit. But it truly is an all-in-one machine, and it's super easy to use. So I tried to give you a better angle. So it's actually doing a really good job of heating the milk and incorporating all those big bubbles. All right, so now it's completely done. Let's go ahead and lift this up. So this is a no burn steam arm, so it's super easy to wipe off. There's not going to be really any milk residue. And as soon as you put this thing down, watch this, it actually purges the milk out of the steam arm by itself without you even having to touch it. So it just ensures that everything keeps super clean. It shows hot water being displayed, so I just lift it back up, clean it right away, and it's perfect. So here is the texture that we're getting with our milk. So as you can see, it's actually pretty nice texturing. And let's see if we can pour some latte art with this. So let's go ahead and put it into another pitcher. So like I said, I'm on setting 5 right now. With the milk frothing, you can actually turn it up to 8 if you want. So let's just go ahead and give it a go. All right. So there is the latte. As you can see, the milk texturing is incredible. I mean, for an all-in-one machine, something that you don't even have to have any technique for, no learning curve, it does a phenomenal job. I mean, you can't ask for a better milk texturing than that. It's super silky. As you can see, it's not super foamy, and it is good enough to do latte art. So for this one, like I said, we can just go over our settings in case you're looking to getting one of these machines. We have the milk actually set at 150 degrees. It's set at the 5 froth, which I would say is perfect because 4 is actually too little and I couldn't get latte art. 5 was perfect. I don't think you need anything more than 5. I would say this is a really good flat white. And then the milk. So if you look back, this is actually the one that we created for the video, which is a flat white. So one more time, here is the latte that we have with the froth set at 5. But yeah, this machine is super nice. Kind of just go over some of the features really quick. So you just load the beans up at the hopper up here, grinds in, gives you an indication on it if you need to do more. It'll actually grind more. And then super easy to take out. Tamping is made easy. You don't have to worry about anything. It does it all for you. Grind adjustment is actually over here on the side. There is a little dial. Let me see. Let me take you off of here so I can show you the dial. So here is the dial over here to change the adjustment on the grind. And then super easy and clean because it's got almost like a built-in funnel down here for your portafilter. This is actually what registers what the temperature of the milk is while it's frothing. And then here's some other cool options that you can go to in the settings. So you can clean your steam wand. So if you press this, it'll say cleaning the steam wand regularly is needed for maintenance as well as great tasting milk. So you can start that and it'll automatically purge and clean your steam wand without doing anything. Group head cleaning. So it actually says deep clean the group head regularly for optimal brewing performance. So then there you go. It does it automatically for you without having to look up any kind of videos. It just does everything automatically. You have your D-scale, water filter change. So it'll say water filter is essential to ensure your machine runs longer with clean water and minimal scale buildup. So then it says liters left. It actually says you have 27 liters left before you have to change the filter. So there's really no guessing on when you have to change that filter. It's automatically in there. So here's the Brew Intelligent Brew setup. So it says got new beans, calibrate into intelligent brew to get best taste note, and it may take 2 to 3 shots to complete. So this will actually tell you what grind setting to bring it to dial in your brand new beans with only 2 to 3 shots until it's good. So you don't have to go through as a beginner wasting a whole bag of beans like I did and probably many of you did when you started out. Super cool. You have your default milk, which I have set to dairy, but you can do almond, oat, and soy. You also have your intelligent dose, so you can actually turn that off, which is what you saw. So when we tamped down, it gave you that green, which means it's 20 pounds of pressure and the depth is perfectly set. But you can turn that off. I just kept it on just because my wife does use this machine and it really helps out. You can set your brew temperatures, so you can do hot, hotter, hotter up to 4. So you can go depending on the coffee you're using, whether it's a light, medium, or dark roast. You also have a coffee tutorial here. So it even just gets to know your new machine, so you can start that, which is cool. It really just takes the guesswork out. You can do saved customized drinks, which I showed you in the beginning of this video. And then your basic notifications, guidance tips, date and time, sound, units, language, demo mode, and then factory reset. So this is the Breville Barista Touch Impress. It's about $1,500, but if you're somebody who wants to just have really good quality cafe espresso lattes at home, and just kind of skip the learning curve all in general. This is a great machine for you. I've enjoyed using it. Like I said, I've had it for a little bit now, and the drink qualities have just been incredible. So just so you can see the texturing on the foam, for the milk, it's still really nice. It hasn't changed really at all, so you can tell the texturing is good with this machine. So it is available now at Espresso Outlet. We do sell all Breville machines, so make sure if you are in the market to get in a Breville espresso machine, make sure to check out espressooutlet.com. If you have any questions, you can leave it on the comment of this video, or you can even email us on our website. So I want to thank all of you for joining in on the live. It doesn't look like there's any questions, but thank you guys so much for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.